Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. I am going to take you along today in a day in the life vlog. I have a large to-do list, but now that I think about it in my head, I don't really think that list is too long, but who knows, because whenever I get outside, I can find things to do. But I want to go to Indigo because I need to get some books. Well, I want to get some books. I've really been doing a lot of reading lately, and I've been loving romance novels, believe it or not. So I figure I'm going to do that because there are some books on my TBR that I would like to get. Then I'm going to go to Homesense because sometimes you can find some gems at Homesense. Lately I've been stumbling along books that are cheaper at Homesense than they are at Indigo, but you're not necessarily guaranteed to find what you're looking for. So I'm kind of just going to see what gems I can stumble upon. And if you know, I love to shop, so I'm sure I can stumble upon some things that I don't necessarily need. I also want to try a coffee shop that is new to me. I've been doing a lot of walks in and out of my area lately, and I saw this coffee shop. I think it's called Z3. It's a specialty coffee shop, and anybody who knows me, they know I love me a bevy. So I figured I'd give them a try because specialty coffee shops, you can generally find different things that you wouldn't necessarily find at your normal coffee shop. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? Grocery shopping. Yes, we've got to do some groceries. I'm contemplating if I'm going to be meal prepping this week. I've been spending some time here. By here, I mean at my family home. I basically spend 2 days out of the week here, and the other 5 I'm elsewhere. I can talk about that later in a video, but it's not necessarily something that I really want to dive into right now. And we're in the kitchen. I'm ready for the day, but I'm gonna make a coffee, and I'm gonna put you on to my iced coffee recipe that I make at home. That is so simple, so cost effective, so darn tasty that you don't need to go outside. I mean, if you want a little treaty treat, then yes, you need to go outside. But if you want your coffee in the comfort of your home, then why not? And I did show a video recently where I picked these up at the dollar store for $1.50. So you best believe I've been loving my iced coffees in here. So we're gonna make a coffee together. Okay, so I switched up the angle a little bit just so we could see what I'm working with for my coffee. So for my iced coffee, this is essentially what I use. I use instant espresso. Sorry, that's the fridge. It's making ice. I'm lactose intolerant, so we've got almond milk, unsweetened, the original. I have been using these sweeteners, but I've been using them sparingly. So the skinny syrups, they're 0 calories, 0 sugar. So, a little goes a long way. And then the vanilla bean I've been using. So I like a vanilla iced coffee, if I'm being completely honest. I'm gonna flip the angle down so that you can see what I'm doing, but essentially I'm grabbing a cup. I've already boiled some water, so we're gonna do the instant coffee. We're gonna make the coffee, and we'll do a little taste test so you know I'm not lying. Okay, so for the instant coffee, you're basically gonna wanna do it to whatever strength you like. Now for me, I generally like my coffee strong, but I'm gonna do about 1.5 tablespoon. Yeah, 1.5 tablespoon of instant coffee in there. So that's what we got there. And now I have already gone ahead and I heated up some water to boil. So we're gonna go about 1/2 cup. We're not even gonna do a full cup. And then we're gonna give it a stir just so that we can kind of get it a little bit frothier than what it is. Maybe that's what I'll look for when I go to Homesense. Maybe I'll look for a frother because I don't have one. But when you mix it, essentially what ends up happening is you get it frothy. Now I've already gone ahead and I've double frothed my milk in my Nespresso machine, and I went ahead and I served myself some ice just because, maybe what I can do is get you guys, yeah, that's a little bit better, get you in the frame, or maybe what I can do is I can move you guys slightly, and then we can do our coffee. So essentially I'm pouring my frothed milk in first. The cup is so large that you guys can't even get a whole, hold on, let me see if I bring you guys up a bit, what happens. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think, because we can see what's going on in the cup. Yeah. So again, I've double frothed this, so it's going to be nice and frothy. Just give it a nice little pour. The top's kind of not, well, it settles, right? So I just want to rinse out my milk frother. I guess I could have done this after, but I don't know, man. I am very firm on the clean as you go. So because this already has a pump, and by this I mean the vanilla hazelnut syrup has a pump on it already, I'm just gonna go ahead and directly pump it into the coffee. Well, it's not even coffee yet, it's just frothed milk at this point. So I'm gonna go about 2 pumps. I lie, 3 maybe. Then we are gonna take the vanilla bean one. I'm gonna have to be very, very gentle with how much I put in there because I don't want it to be too sweet. So I'm doing about a teaspoon, or not even, like probably half a teaspoon. I know I'm not measuring anything, but you do what you want with that info. So I'm just gonna rinse my spoon because I want to give this a stir. It's a little hard because of the ice that's in there, but essentially just give it a stir. Then the magic, the pierre de resistance, but my favorite part is honestly going to be this part, because this is the part where you get to see the magic happen, the layers of it. I'm going to bring you guys back just a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about in terms of the coffee. Let me just get away from the blender. But you see that? Like, she's pretty. She's very pretty. All right, so here's the finished bevy, a vanilla hazelnut iced coffee at home for a fraction of the cost. And all of those ingredients cost probably a little bit more than my coffee. But guess what? I get more coffee. I get multiple coffees, not just one. So this is simple, and I never used to be an iced coffee girly. Like, I like iced coffee in the hotter months, but sparingly. But lately, I have been loving this recipe down. Simple, but let's taste it. Let's taste it. I already know what it's going to taste like. And not every time does it turn out great, but, and by great, I mean the recipe, because I'm not measuring anything, it's never consistent, but it always tastes good. I love my coffee, regardless. So this for me is perfection in a cup. I have my coffee taste, I've got my nutty taste. It's not too sweet, it's nicely balanced. Now, you could double up on the sweeteners if you wanted to, but for me, this is good. I don't like an overly sweet coffee. I like something nice, smooth, rich. Like, I wanna taste my espresso. I need my espresso. We go bad like this. But anyway, I'm gonna cook something to eat real quick, and then I'm gonna edit a video. I'm gonna edit my Q&A video. You're gonna probably see that video before you see this one, but be sure to check it out. I think it's a good Q&A. I mean, I went off with the questions that I was given, so if you want another Q&A and you want spicier, maybe we could do that. But either way, I'm gonna go cook, and then we'll touch base a little bit later when we get into our errands and our shenanigans. So I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, so as you guys saw, I was frying up some plantain, and let me tell you, I've been loving me some plantain lately, but I have to be careful because they are a starch, but honestly, I haven't been having them that much, but I mean, to me it's a lot, but either way. So that's them there. I did get them like a nice crisp golden brown. I think Henny smells the aroma of the food because I hear his little paws. So he's coming up. He's coming. And then I did some hard-boiled eggs. Mind you, they are a little bit on the well done side. I don't know if it's gonna show up. But honestly, I would rather them be well done than be a soft boil. I really don't like soft boiled eggs. Sometimes they turn out soft boil and I'll still eat them, but I prefer a nice hard boiled egg. So as I said earlier, I'm going to chow down on that. I'm going to do some editing, and then I have something else that I need to do. I just need to buy something. I've been putting it off because for some reason I've been having a hard time. I'm trying to order flowers for a friend, but they keep keeps cycling and it doesn't want to take my billing information, and I was like, is this a sign? But I really want to get her the flowers, and originally she didn't want me to get her anything, but when I was like, can you send me your Addy, she's like, don't buy me anything, just keep me in your thoughts. And I said, well, I want to get you some flowers, you know, so I'm just gonna chill out and then we're gonna go run some errands. The sun keeps trying to poke out, but it looks like it's windy and it looks like it's gonna rain. Rain was in the forecast, so either way it's just gonna be some chill vibes. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we do some errands. Just left Homesense. We left Farmway and I'm heading to Homesense. I'm gonna go prowl the books and see what other things I can find, what other gems. Right, so it's super windy and hopefully you can hear me. We just left Homesense, got some books, and then I also got a little Holly haul when I get home. I'm gonna do groceries. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna have for dinner. I may do a quick little cooking video, but I probably won't include that in this vlog. I'll just do a haul and leave the cooking till later. Okay, so we are back from our mini adventure. I'm gonna do a haul in two parts. So basically I'm gonna start with the grocery items and then I'll do a haul of Homesense after. Now, I'm not doing a whole entire grocery shop haul. We didn't really get much. We got fruits and veg and then protein for tonight's dinner, but I did say I'm not gonna cook in this video. So what we ended up doing, or what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna show you some gems that I'm gonna put you on. This is for my Canadian girlies, so if you are trying to shop Canadian, then I have some items for you, or if you're just really trying to, you know, combat some of the issues that are going on in the world today, then I've got you covered. So from Farm Boy, I've said this numerous times, but shop the end caps of the produce section because they always have stuff on sale. So there are about 5 bundles of scallions in here, and if you look, they were $2.50. So this is amazing because I love to use them for cooking purposes, so can't go wrong. Then a big bag of green beans for $2.50 again. Say less. So always shop there. We also got some apples as well, but they're not mine. I believe they are Red Delicious apples. I don't like Red Delicious apples. I can't do it. I don't know. There's something about the skin, I think, that I don't like the coating. That just gives it a really weird flavor. Love these. If you like a pita crisp garlic, if you've ever tried the baked pita chips from Costco, these are 10 times better. I absolutely love them. Love them. They make a really good snack. And then if you like espresso and you like instant espresso, I know is it Nescafe? It's not an alternative that we can use, but they have this one by PC and it is a product of Spain. So this, love. If you like espresso and you like instant espresso, these are new to me. Well, recently new. So I love Peak Creams, but it's very hard to find one that is from Canada. These are from the UK and they are 100 times better than the Peak Creams that we get. They're called Jammin' Creams and you can get them from Food Basics. I haven't tried their Golden Crunch, but I'm assuming that this is probably a maple cookie. So I got those, and recently I tried Happy Swing rolls, and these, I really like them. I tried them recently for a charcuterie board and they turned out pretty good. Can't complain. So I think that's about it for the haul for food items. So those are some gems. If you have a little bit of a sweet treat, like savory, and you're looking for a way to save some coin, I think you figured it out by now. Shop the end caps of Farm Boy because you can get really good produce. Nothing's wrong with it. It literally is reduced. So love that. I'm gonna put away the groceries, then we'll do a little Homesense haul, and I think we'll close out the vlog at that point when we're done with the Homesense finds. All right, so I'm back home and we're gonna do a haul of the things that I got from Homesense. I think I'm gonna start with the books because that's primarily what I went there for. So I did end up getting 3 books from Homesense, and I did save a pretty coin on them. Again, books at Indigo run you between $20 and $24, so it can get a little hefty. Now, the Spanish Love Deception, this is a book that I've seen numerous times at Homesense. I just haven't picked it up, but I figured I wanted an extra book. I wanted 3 books because I've been reading at least 2 books within a 4-day period, so I'm gonna slow down on how quickly I read, but this is one. It was $7.99. Then there is Torn, and this is another romance novel. It's $7.99. On the back it says it compares at $12, but I think that pricing might be wrong according to the Indigo. Then Beg, Borrow, Steal by Sarah Adams. I've wanted to read this book. I've seen it before at Homesense. I like the storyline behind it. I just never picked it up, but it was $16.99 and it compares to $24, which is pretty much spot on in comparison to Indigo. Then I know I usually buy my boba, but I've seen this before at Homesense and I figured, you know what? I can make my boba at home. I can save a little bit of money and I can make it to my desired liking, which is going to be good. Sorry, I was just waiting for the lighting to come back. So there's 6 cups. There's matcha, brown sugar, and taro. So this will be interesting. You'll have to stay tuned. We'll do it together one day and see how it turns out. And then this item was so hard to find at Shoppers Drug Mart. There are not a lot of skincare brands that are made in Canada or products that are produced in Canada. So this took me a while. So I'm gonna try this Cetaphil. I thought I had another cleanser at home, but I think I left it in Montreal. So this Cetaphil is a gentle exfoliant with SA cleanser. I believe the SA is salicylic acid, but I think Shoppers Drug Mart made a mistake. It said on the little tag, it said produced in Canada. Usually when it says produced or made for, I forget the exact terminology, but it'll say that it was prepared in Canada is what it will say beside it. And this had a tag that said prepared in Canada, but it's actually made in Canada if you look at the back of that. So I don't know who's tagging things at Shoppers Drug Mart, but we need to tag them accordingly. So that is great. So moving forward, I know that I can use this. I use a gentle exfoliant anyways. I'm generally using a gel. So yeah, that's my haul. We didn't really get into everything that I wanted to do today, but primarily we did the most of it and I got to take you along with me. So if you are a reader and an avid reader and you're looking for a way to get books that you can save because you don't have a Kindle or you don't want a Kobo or any of those things, but you want to read, I highly recommend checking out Homesense if you want newer novels. Again, there are alternatives. You can go to a used bookstore and you can buy books that way, but leave me a comment down below in what part of the video did you like the most. Did you like the foodie haul? Did you like the book finds? Did you like the tips on how to save? Let me know and we can do more things like that together. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please be sure to do all the things like, comment, share, subscribe if you care. Take care and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.